good morning, my people. What's up, world? Happy Sunday to all my peoples. I know y'all ain't expecting to see me, right? Back in the building early. Um, Top of the morning, all my kings and queens. Everybody traveling out today, wherever it is that you gotta go. Arrived there safe this morning. No matter where it is, it's Sunday. So you still have to be safe on days like this. And it is Sunday, June 22nd. And I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because with Him, all things is possible. And I hope everybody's feeling blessed, appreciated, and thankful for seeing another day. Top of the top, I want to check in with y'all. Usually, this is my resting day. But today, I felt like getting up doing a little bit of talking. So I said, why not? Get a sip of my tea. I've been up for a little minute, but I'm still kind of like out of it. So y'all got to give me a second. Shout out to y'all, though. I know everybody probably still asleep, but shout out to you anyway. We're gonna get everybody up in a second. In a second. We just gonna chop it up today. Well, I'm gonna do a little bit of chopping it up. Probably not too much boxing because I didn't really catch anything. So I'm gonna just chop it up about the day that I had yesterday. Um, and some future stuff that's coming up. I had a very unique day yesterday. So I'm gonna talk about that and get into about some other stuff. So let's get into it. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend. This is where it goes down, that No Doug Zone podcast. BBO, I see you. What up? Everybody, make sure they go subscribe to BBO Sports TV. Go subscribe to all my brothers that's out there moving and doing something positive for this YouTube. So yesterday I had a unique day. I decided to go to Staten Island, aka Shaolin, the home of Wu Tang, the home of Shaheem, the Rugged Child, Force MDs, a lot of iconic people. Um, Staten Island is a very unique borough, um, separated from all the other four boroughs. Um, Once it's like, I don't know, once you're out there, you're in a whole different world. Um, Totally different. You wouldn't consider it a borough, right? You would consider it almost like going upstate or Westchester County, but it's not. It's a borough, baby, and it's a part of us. And I don't get to go there on a regular, so um, going across there, because I was actually going to be a part of an event that they were doing. Um, but every time I go across there, that's the first thing I think about. First thing that come to mind is Wu Tang. Every time I go there, first thing that comes to mind. And I got to go through their neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? And yesterday was a hot day, but I didn't care. I got to go to their hoods and sit and just look at the history of them. Going up in their neighborhoods and just, I don't know. When I go there, I just start thinking about a lot of stuff, a lot of history, a lot of stuff went down. The dope thing about Wu is that not that it was 9 members, it's just that these guys all came from different places. 6 of them are from Staten Island, the other 3 are from Brooklyn. Um, and it was just amazing to see that so much history. You know, I'm looking at the wall, I'm walking through the neighborhood. These are places where they one time these guys were shooting at each other. Some of these guys might have had issues. Their neighborhoods are not far from each other, literally probably 10 minutes away. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. Um, but it's a lot of history without there. Staten Island's not no reality, not really a bad place. There's some parts where you can go and actually live in peace. You know, you can go out there and just, if you don't want nobody to know you're out there, it's a place you can go to and just actually be in peace. Um, I was thinking about that about a couple years ago. Like I said, if I needed a place to go live, Staten Island probably would have been a place for me to go if I didn't want anybody to know I was out there. It probably would have been a place for me, but of course it didn't happen. But you know, when you got to get on that ferry though, that's the only thing that's annoying. You know, getting on the train is like it's annoying, but I tell you what, you'll be more safe on that boat probably than you would be on the train. And I'm just speaking far as um, you can't do no stupid stuff on that boat. If you do, boy, it'll be your last ride. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you up early. Oh, it's like 5 in the morning up there, CJ, right? Like 5:08. It's 8:08 here. Yeah, we up early. Morning chop up, baby. Shouts to the West Coast. But so yeah, Staten Island is definitely a different borough. Um, but it's always been history with that place. I've always been an honor and pleasure to go through there. So I went and did what I needed to do yesterday, and you know, got up out of there, man, and came on back to Manhattan, man, and spend the rest of my time with my wife as I'm doing today. But yeah, man, sometimes you know to go up in these neighborhoods, to learn that you know just to see where these rappers used to live. Certain places you just can't go in America to go up in certain neighborhoods. Staten Island's a place where I mean not just Staten Island, but as long as you're cool, calm, and collected, you'll be all right. Because if you go over there acting crazy, you'll get it too. Um, yeah, okay, CJ, that's cool. That's cool, brother. So anytime you go to somebody's city, you want to go pay your respects sometimes, or you just want to look at a mural of something. You know, certain neighborhoods it's hard for you to go up in. So you just got to be safe on where you're going. Definitely, you know, you can cover them all over the world or outside this country and come to Staten Island, and you know what I mean. And there's two murals of Wu Tang, so it's not just one. There's one near Stapleton and there's one near Park Hill. The one near Park Hill is the one that everybody's it's probably known more because it's been around for a while. And then there's one if you go to my Instagram, there's one where you see me, I'm up close, where you see all their faces individually, and that's the state that's Stapleton one near Stapleton. So it's definitely it's definitely worth taking the trip. I don't care what side of the world you're coming from, man. Wherever in New York, take that trip to Staten Island, man. I mean, just be on your best behavior because that is a place that you will not leave easy if you don't behave. I have to check my phone. I'm on my phone right now, so I would actually have to wait till after the check, CJ, because it would interfere in my video right now. I used to do this on my tablet, but my tablet acting up, so I'm gonna check right after. But I appreciate you, brother. Um, yeah, so like I said, sometimes we have to get out of our comfortability, and sometimes like, and you know what? Yesterday it was just on some just getting out the house and wanting to get away to go somewhere else. And we have to get out of our comfortability of always wanting to stay in our community, but we don't want to get up to go travel nowhere. Um, you got to have some kind of, you got to have some kind of fun and you got to experience different things, man. You know what I mean? Just locking yourself into one place could take a lot out of you. But when you decide to pick up and leave just to go somewhere, um, sometime by the time you come back, you'll feel better about how your day went. At least for me, I can't speak for nobody else. At least for me, I'm not a standstill person where it's just like I'm just gonna stay here all day. That's never been me. Um, I just like to travel. So and there's gonna be plenty of days where I'm gonna be doing that. Where a lot of going into these rappers' neighborhoods or where they from and just getting a picture or a video or the mirror or whatever. Nas has one in Queensbridge. I'm making my way to Queensbridge. Hell, I might do that tomorrow. Might get up tomorrow and go out there, right? Believe Mob Deep has one. A couple people got it. So that's just me though, you know what I mean? That's what I like to do, y'all. When I got out there, I was actually found the Cops and Kids boxing gym as out in Staten Island. Uh, for any of y'all that don't know, of course y'all might know about the Cops and Kids in Brooklyn, but there's actually two I found out actually in Staten Island, which is crazy. So it's not just one, it's actually two, which is crazy to me because I didn't know it was two. There's a Park Hill one, and I forgot what's the other one, but there's one in Park Hill. So actually, Park Hill, I'm talking about where Method Man, Ghostface, Inspector Deck, You God, all of them is from. So yeah, try it out when y'all come. I have to give you guys the address, 140 something. Can't exactly remember. Um, but I'll give y'all that. So we're coming into a whole new week. Shouts to all my fighters who fought in Strong Island last night. Sorry I couldn't be there again. Things happen. Traveling is not always easy, but I will be in action this week. I'll be in Long Island this week, though. Heavy hitters. I mean, shouts to them. This Saturday, it'll be the 28th. We're coming. We're coming to the end of June. It's crazy. We're coming to the end of June, and we already not too far away from 4th of July. 4th of July is basically right here. And then my third annual barbecue. That's It's almost here, man. I mean, damn, the damn summer's about to go. I don't want the summer to go too fast. I want to enjoy it because I can't stand the winter. I hate the winter, y'all. That's why I'm gonna try not to complain about how hot it is. But shit, I think Tuesday, y'all, is gonna be 101, 102. So, through this whole summer, everybody just please to your best ability. be as safe and cool as you can, which means if you don't have to go outside, don't go. Doesn't matter who's inviting you. You have to think about you and your health. If it's people that's not, if there's people that don't know how to, they don't know how to have a good time because they can't control whatever drug they on or the alcohol or it's just every time it gets warm they want to get stupid. I don't care if they're family or friends. Um, don't be around it, man. Um, Go find ways to have your own fun. That's what I did yesterday when I went to Staten Island. I went to go find ways just to enjoy myself and do what's best for me. Sometimes we need a peace of mind. I mean, sometimes a peace of mind is necessary. So yeah, never let somebody just talk you into, yo, you don't never do this, you don't never do that. Sometimes you just got to go do your own thing and be in your own comfortability, because people just don't know how to act. We just want to put it to you like that. They don't. So this summer, everybody, please stay as safe as y'all can. I'm begging y'all. There's going to be a lot of kids who's not going to make it back to school this year because they're going to be gunned down by somebody their age or close to their age or older than them or get hit by a bullet that wasn't meant for them. They're going to be somewhere and get stabbed over something stupid. And we don't need that. We don't need it. We don't need it, and we don't want it. We want these kids to be able to go on and live their lives, no matter how bad they are. We don't want to keep seeing them dead. We don't want mothers to have to keep burying their child. It does a lot to their mental, rather if it's your only child or not. And we see that a lot. I was going through it as a kid. We lost a lot. Yeah, that's what's up, see? So we don't want that. Hopefully, for the youth, there's more than life besides this. And I understand we always young. For the youth, it's more than life to just running around smoking, drinking, and putting all types of stuff in y'all body. Because some of the stuff y'all do today is different from when I was coming up. It's more to life than that. Nobody's trying to preach to y'all. Nobody's trying to tell y'all what to do because we always young. But it's more to life than what y'all are doing. Nobody's telling you not to enjoy your life, but just be careful how you do it. Because what you consider fun, what you and your friends consider fun, could be something that can cost you your life or your freedom. Got friends that ain't moving the right way, properly remove yourself from them. They telling you to do something that it sounds good, but then there's a good chance there's no making it out of this. Gotta remove yourself from that. Don't put your parents through any heartaches and pains. Don't have them, where they're just something happens to you and then there's no coming back from it. Nobody's trying to preach to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We always young. There's a lot of things you couldn't tell me at 15, 16. I wasn't trying to hear it. But I was glad that I was able to be here today at 42 to be able to talk about it, man, because I could have easily, man, let me tell you, shit that I ran around could have easily cost me, easily. That's why life is so precious and it's so beautiful and it's something that we have to appreciate, be thankful for. Um, because if we're still here, believe me, it's for a reason. And as long as we continue to be here, we have to continue to move the right way. Ah, man, it be like that. See, it be like that. My wife will tell you, I go out and have fun. I'm not the guy who wants to have fun for 10 hours. After like 4 hours or 5 hours of having fun, I'm ready to call it quits, bro. I'm ready to call it quits. I'm not about to be partying from 8 o'clock at night to freaking the very next day, 5 o'clock in the morning. Like the younger me, I probably would be with it. Depends. But nah, today, a couple hours, I'm going home, man. You think I'm worried about somebody saying, "Yo, man, come on, my ass." I'm 42. I'm not 21. Me staying out till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. What is that proving? That's we're coming from. I mean, the only time me and my wife do that is if we're in a casino, but we're in a hotel, so technically we're not out anywhere. We're in a casino. But just as far as when we're outside, nah, you'll never see us at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's not happening. It's not happening. We done grew out of all that. We don't like to be around rowdy ass people, ratchet people, people who just go out their way to make all of black people look like we're all ignorant. And we're all not ignorant. Some of us will like to go out and have fun, to have a drink or two, to eat a nice meal, to do a little dancing, and then respectfully go home. We're not the people looking to get drunk, looking to start a fight, be in the streets screaming, acting like a bunch of hood boogers. We don't like. I told y'all just the other day, just because you come from that, that doesn't mean you have to do that. You have to be that way. Miss Fields, good morning, Queen. You don't have to be that way. The whole thing is to never live your life the way somebody wants you to live it. So if you're the type of person where you can't be around 100 people, if you're not a drinker, if you're not a smoker, if you're not a person that parties, and if people can't respect that, then you are around the wrong people. And you need to properly remove yourself from those people. Um, Everybody in this world, God made them different. So we all bring something different to the table. Um, there's no such thing as we're really all the same because we're really not all the same. We bleed, that's about the same. But other than that, we all bring something different to the table. And that's what makes people unique. But if you're ever around people who can't match your energy, then yeah, that might be a class of people you might want to remove yourself from. Because I'm always big on benefit. What can I benefit from all this? Benefit is a very important word because anything you do, If you know you can't benefit anything from it, then you know what it's going to lead to. If you're just hanging around a bunch of people that you know that you don't do what they do, what are you benefiting from hanging around them? Oh, just because I know them, or they look like a cool group. They're a cool group of people, but I don't smoke. I don't judge people on doing it, but I ain't finna hang around a whole bunch of people who's just smoking and I got it going all of my. I don't do cocaine or anything else, so I'm not about to be around a whole bunch of people that's finna all day. I'm not gonna do that. What am I benefiting from doing that? In a minute, I'm about to be doing what they do. You could easily be influenced. Not saying I am, but I'm just saying. So the whole thing is, what am I benefiting from? And these are just some of the questions we gotta ask ourselves, right? Because you can never get me to do something that I don't do on the regular. I'm too old to be peer pressured to do any damn thing. I'm 42 years old. You're not peer pressuring me to do nothing. You might peer pressure me to slap you if you dare ask me to do something that you know damn well I don't do. Or if I tell you I don't do it and you're trying to give me a hundred good reasons why I should do it, then me and you're gonna have a problem. It's not gonna end well for you. So yeah, that part. But but as I was out on that boat yesterday, I got a chance to really sit and let my brain marinate and think. Sometimes that's what we need to do. We need to get away from a lot of stuff and just think. And sometimes our brain needs a rest from whatever it is that we're going through in life because we all have so much going on at one time. We don't know where to start. And we're just looking for that peace of mind where we can just sit back and go, look, Lord, I'm going through a lot right now. Bills, food is high, everything. There's too much going on, and you just want a peace of mind. And sometimes you got to get away, man. You have to get away sometimes. Nobody's saying you got to go halfway across the country, but sometimes you just got to get away because even living in your own environment will piss you off because you get sick of the same routine. But the thing is not to leave your neighborhood to go to another place that's just like where you came from because you have ignorant people all over the world. It's not just one city. You got ignorant people all over the world, and those people I choose not to be around because I don't get nothing out of being around those kind of people. Bettering yourself is not against the law. Wanting more for yourself is not against the law. Taking care of your family is not against the law. That's actually gangster. See, the gangsters are not these idiots you see out here committing these crimes. The ones that we read about, that we hear about. Gangster is actually you taking care of your family and staying out of harm's way. Staying out of harm's way. You know what I mean? So if somebody calls you a square for that, then I don't know how the hell am I a square if I'm taking care of my people, but I'll let you tell it. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's the world is just bananas like that, where you have to feel like you have to be a part of this and do this to get along, so people won't look at you different and go, "What do you think you better than me?" Any people who comes up and say that to you is crazy when they go, "You think you better than me?" Well, if you think that I'm trying to be better than you, I'm the type of person where I'm not going to tell people I'm not trying to be better than somebody. Now I'm at a point where, yeah, I am. Because you can't keep telling people, I don't think I'm better than nobody. I'm just trying to do what's best for me and my family. I'm not going to tell people that no more. He thinks he's better than me. You absolutely right. I damn sure do. And I'm going to continue to think that way because I didn't say it. You did. Because, there's never a time you're going to hear me come up here and tell y'all, I think I'm better than every single last one of y'all. How is that? How the hell is that possible? Now, I will say that I'm going to come up here and try to be my best at what I do. That I will. I'm trying to have one of the. I'm trying to have my channel be the best channel that I could possibly make it. Not out of all the YouTubers, because a lot of y'all, I don't really. Ain't nobody competing with y'all. Some channels can't be compete. Some channels can't compete with other channels, not because of the content, but because of the views. Excuse me, the subscribers. Because believe me, some of the content ain't important. But if you got certain numbers in subscribers, but I try to make my channel the best channel I can make for me. It's the best I can do. If people gonna watch, they gonna watch. If not, they got so many other places that they can go. But you have to start being the best for you. You have to start blocking out the noise of people constantly hating on you or finding some reasons to hate on you about whatever, or they have to always make some type of comment that's gonna make you feel discouraged. You have to learn to block all that shit out. You have to learn to not be around it because um, it can it could it could be so much at one time when you start questioning yourself. Um, and you don't ever need to question yourself, especially if you know what your purpose is, what God sent you here for. Like we all know what we here for. What's our job? Um, but stepping out this comfortability of trying to please people is a no-no. Um, Not afraid to do something because of what somebody look. That's we all know that's a part of life. That's a part of life. It's always something that's gonna happen. You can't even let that affect what it is that you're doing. Um, we wouldn't have no successful people coming out of the communities that we came out of if they thought like that. Rather, if they're movie stars, rappers, comedians, athletes, doctors, lawyers, people who might have opened up their own business, restaurants, laundromats, whatever. If they thought like that, they wouldn't be where they're at today. When I look at where I come from, and not New York, but when I look at the community that I come from, same type of community some of y'all come from, and I realize that we all can be whatever it is that we want to be in life. But for some reason, the community got a chokehold on certain people. It's designed for you not to leave. Let's put all the liquor stores here. Let's have all the drugs here. Let's have all this to make sure nobody goes anywhere. You're doing great in life. You leave the hood, you come back to visit. You think you're welcome. You think you come back to get welcome with open arms. And that's just an invitation for somebody that you thought was a friend of yours to line you up and give you some drugs, gives you something that he knows you don't do on a regular to keep you right there with him. Can't tell me y'all ain't never saw that. Or somebody's about to make their way out the hood. How about that too? Oh, we're gonna keep him right here. Keep him right here to make sure he or she goes nowhere. These are the people that you think that you owe something, the ones who are trying to keep you right there with them because they had a chance or opportunity to do something with their life. They choose not to. But to see somebody else do it, you're supposed to be proud and say, hey, he or she is one of us. We're not about to do that to them. For anything, you take them and go, man, if I ever see you doing these kind of drugs, if I ever see you doing drugs, period, if I ever see you drinking, if I see you doing anything, I'm going to do something to you because you ain't going to be like me. Um, you getting ready to go off to do something that might not ever get done. We're going to be proud of you. You're one of us, as far as the community. Go be great. Don't ever let me catch you messing with this shit. Even if they on drugs and they talking like that, I can respect them. But then you got some of these assholes who just they invite you to the party. Hey man, take this to make you feel better. I told you, man. They ain't gonna pick you, man. I told you that. Oh, she don't want to be with you, man. I'm telling you, man. I got something that's gonna make you feel better. These are the type of low lives are in these communities. So what can you benefit of? What can you benefit from for being around these guys? You can't benefit nothing. And if you cared about anything that you got going on, and if you cared about your family, um, you just wouldn't go out your way to let that kind of stuff happen. But yeah, man, it's real like that, man. It's a scary place, man. Let me just tell you like that. It's it's scary, but as scary as the world is, we can't let it stop us from living our lives the way we think we should live it, or the way we know we should live it. If you're not careful, this world will get the best of you, put you in a deep depression, suicidal stuff where you just don't know if you. I mean, you'll get to the point in life you don't know if you're coming or going. You don't know if you're coming or going, and that's very scary. You have to be got to be careful with that because it becomes a lot. You know what I mean? But if you trust in God, you put your trust in Him. And I know for some people it's hard to trust anything. God, it's hard to trust themselves. It's hard to trust. But at some point, you're going to have to put your trust in Him. You're going to have to lean towards His way. You're going to have to do it because you have no choice. That's why God is my president. He's my mayor. He's my governor. He's all that. I don't have to go put my trust in no humans. Not the ones who's trying to convince us they can do this and do that. And then once they get in there, they do the opposite of what they're supposed to do. I know God gonna do what He's supposed to do all the time. That's what separates all of us from Him. Sometimes He gonna put you in a situation to show you that you hold. Wait a minute, you ain't that guy. You ain't that person you thought you was. But this is why I put all my trust in Him, and I don't put it in no human. Not when it comes to talking about running a city, the world, or a borough. I don't need to. Because at the end of the day, God is going to be the one with the final word, the final say so. The one with the final say so. So, when people talk to me about certain things, of course, they don't agree all the time, and I don't expect them to. I don't want them to. Because it's not like people are telling me what to say. Everything that I speak from just comes from here. So I don't expect people to agree with me, and I don't want that. I don't want you to. I don't want you to at all. And it doesn't matter what you think about what I say because once I said it, it's said already. and there's nothing that can be done about it. But I also make sure I'm not talking out of term, and whatever I am speaking about is something that comes from the heart and not me just blurring it out because it sound good, because that's what you see going on this YouTube shit. People just be running their mouth. They run their mouth. Some of y'all need reality shows. Cause some of y'all all a reality show. Anything for that money. Yeah, I'm getting paid for this, so I'm just gonna go up here and just be ratchet as I can. But in all reality, you gotta remember, once you're out in public, just like those reality stars, when you're out in public, anything's possible to happen. Some of y'all behavior on these YouTube streets, I feel like it's scripted. Scripted. Because it's not you. It's not you. But day in and day out, day out, y'all gonna try to convince people that hey, that's you, but your behavior is scripted because it ain't like that with y'all. Everybody's walking around feeling like they have to prove something to somebody instead of just be themselves. That's what we're facing in the world. A lot of followers, but not enough leaders. And I'm not gonna say I never understood that. I understand it. I also understand if you surround yourself with clowns, you will become a part of the circus. Some of y'all are walking around right now with red hair, a red nose, and big clown shoes. Circus. Spoke about it the other day. What was it? Thursday? What day was it? Thursday? I spoke about it, maybe Friday, about the behavior of us, how we don't see anything wrong with it. You don't see nothing wrong with it, then how are things supposed to change? Y'all ask for a lot of change in the world. Y'all want a new president, y'all want a new governor, you want a new mayor, you want all this type of change, but y'all not even willing to change. We're not even willing to change how we treat each other. But y'all steady out here thirsty for a person that y'all put y'all all into, expecting them to come and do this and do that. But y'all not even willing to be a part of the change though. Y'all not willing to change. Y'all want somebody to do it for you. Never understood that. A lot of y'all won't even put your faith or your trust in God, but then put it in a human that's on TV and all these commercials that's telling you all this bullshit to get y'all to go for what the hell they saying. And as soon as they get in, they do the opposite of what they told y'all they was gonna do. Now y'all on here bashing them. Y'all ready to crash out now. Y'all going to jail behind this shit outside, doing all this crazy shit. Y'all out here risking it all. And then when things don't go, some of y'all been doing it for centuries and have got nothing out of it. Nothing. How cool is it to go to a job when they ask you, have you ever been a part of a protest? How many of y'all going, a lot of y'all gonna lie and say you weren't. You're gonna lie and say, I was never part of a protest. Man, some of y'all that have been maced and arrested and slammed up and down the street for going out there fighting and trying to believe in something that wasn't real in the beginning. This is the kind of world we live in, y'all. No, McLean, man, I think you're wrong. You can think whatever you want. I didn't ask you what you think. telling you what it is. It's not about being super religious, because I'm not super religious, but I believe in enough to know I wouldn't have got this far in 42 years if it wasn't for my Lord and Savior. I could talk crazy about anything else and this and that, but the one thing I ain't no fool on is that I know I remain here because of my higher power. And I hope 40 more years I could be in my 80s and I'm still here. But some of y'all get it twisted. Put your beliefs in all these people in these three-piece suits that's worth millions of dollars to help you. You want them to help your life or help the world look a certain way because of whatever you going through financially or your living situation or whatever it is, whatever the case may be. As much as y'all put y'all faith in these people that y'all talk about taking the time off to um, put them in the position that you want them in, do y'all take your time to do the same thing with God? Simple question. I'm just asking. I'm not up here getting, well, it's Sunday, he getting religious. Nah, I'm just being real. Yeah, now of course I don't read the Bible and I'm not the dude that had got baptized and all that. I mean, I'm just saying. Because if I'm gonna put my trust in some people that's feeding me bullshit before I do God, I got a problem. I might as well just be out here not believing in nothing. Because there's no way I'm gonna put these people in front of God. We want them to change our community. We want them to change the world, the city. Even if that's the case, before we can even ask all that, are we willing to change? Are we willing to stop walking around being so damn sensitive when we hear somebody call us something that we call each other on the regular? But then we want to keep saying there's a difference. Do y'all hear how y'all sound? Make it make sense. At some point, it's aggravating and it's annoying. I don't get annoyed with these people. I get annoyed with y'all. Y'all the annoying ones because I expect them to feed us bullshit so we can go ahead and go, yeah, he's good to be in office, or she's good to be in office, and then do the opposite. I expect them to do that shit. But I expect us as a people to straighten up and have our shit together and go, you know what? If they're not going to do it, then at some point we got to do it. We got to put our foot in their neck to force them to do what it is that they said they're supposed to do, besides us just getting out there saying, yeah, put them in office because they said this is what they're going to do. I'm going for them. I'm going to go for him because he's married to a black woman. I'm going to go for her because she's married to a black man. Y'all hear the stupid shit y'all say? I don't care nothing about color. I care about what's right. Because somebody's your race, that doesn't mean they're going to do their job. We found that out the hard way. Y'all know it starts with us first. But y'all will never understand that. So when I go, this summer, let's everybody just, the summer doesn't even have nothing to do with it in life. Sometimes you just have to pick up, leave, go somewhere where you could be able to think, because this world that we live in these last couple of years from COVID, at least till now, has been super difficult to deal with. Super difficult, and it's not getting no easy. You walk around, people look at you as if you don't belong in this country, you looking at them like, hell, I've been here. You go to jobs, you get treated some way, and you like, wait a minute, this is my city, and this is how I'm getting treated. When does enough become enough? It's a lot of shit y'all think about that I don't be caring about. Y'all be sitting here so worried about celebrities and what they got going on, as if these celebrities give a damn about you. But this is what y'all do. Y'all so quick to gossip. Y'all worried about the Diddy trial. You worried about this. You worried about that. As if these people that you worried about is thinking about you. This is why certain shit you don't hear me speak about. I brought up the Jim Jones and Nas thing because I was basically saying I'm tired of our people doing this. We set ourselves up to say something about somebody else that looks like us, rather if we like them or not. But even when we don't like them, we set ourselves, we get caught in saying some shit. And then once it's said, it goes viral. Sometimes even when you didn't mean to say something, the media take it and twist it to make it seem like you said this. And you're like, damn, bro, I wasn't even trying to put it out there like that. But people are so quick to put something out that you said, and steady them understanding what you said, they'll take it and make it seem like, you know what I mean? And now you're like, whoa, I ain't even mean it like that, bro. That's crazy. Why would y'all like start something? You don't be careful with what you say. You put some shit out there. Now some shit just got started. That's why a lot of y'all shouldn't be in media if you don't have a clue of what you're doing. A lot of y'all didn't take time to study media. A lot of y'all didn't take time to understand it, because a lot of y'all are just about being messy, like they say in the South. You're just being messy. Um, it's just disgusting sometimes to to see some of the nonsense that takes place. But me, I'm gonna always do what it is that I gotta do. D free, what's up? Me, I'm always gonna do what I gotta do when I gotta do it. This is why I tell you I don't duck no I ain't ducking nothing, baby. I'm out here. I'm gonna and out here doesn't mean like, hey, I'm outside and I'll fight anybody I see. No, when I mean I'm out here, I mean I'm doing what it is that I'm supposed to do to secure my brand, what it takes for me to get the way I gotta go, and to make sure that my wife will never have to work a day in her life again. That's the number one goal, is to make sure that woman ain't never gotta go clock in nothing again. When she get out of bed, the only thing she should be able to do is go to the kitchen and get her something to eat. Go on a vacation if she wants to. That's it. There's nothing left. But all the stuff that I'm telling y'all from the time I started this video, is I be thinking about a lot of other shit that y'all don't think about, that y'all can care less about, and that's cool. But just know I put my trust in God before I put it in any human. Because what I can't tell y'all, I could tell him, or I don't have to tell him. He know already. That's why I always say, God is my president. He's my mayor. He's my governor. Because then I don't have to worry about putting my trust in somebody who's just gonna sit on these commercials and on the news feeding me bullshit, and they're gonna totally do the opposite of what they said they were gonna do. These are the people that y'all put y'all trust in. These are the people that y'all take the time from to not go to work for, to go praise. I ain't telling nobody that they shouldn't do it. I'm just telling you, the same way y'all keep that same energy for those people, I just hope to keep the same energy like that when it comes to God. That's all. I never tell people, hey, you shouldn't go out there and do this and do that. I have no right to do that. I have no right. I'll never have right to tell people that. Everybody has to do what's best for them. If you're out there, telling people, hey man, you can't go vote. You can't tell people that. If you're doing that right now, you're gonna lose. You can't tell people that. When I speak, I'm only speaking for me and how I feel. Me. Not I could never tell nobody what they can't do. You out there telling somebody to do that, man, you might get your ass canceled. Me, I'm just gonna continue to move how I've been moving, and I know what I want, and I know what I don't want. And what I don't want is to keep putting my trust in a human being that could just tell me anything, tell me anything to make me feel good, and then when it don't work out, now I'm upset, I'm crashing out. You know how many places in this world where we're crashing out, we're having fights um, over somebody who we put in these positions. And now they got us out here having protests and riots, and innocent people are getting hurt, people are getting locked up, train stations, all type of craziness. That's a scary way to live, y'all. To get up to go somewhere and then you don't even know that right around the corner or 3 blocks from where you're going, there's a damn riot going on, or it's a protest, and you didn't even take the time to think about it. And here it is, you walking right into danger. It's just it's scary. One thing we're not going to do is live our lives in fear. We're going to continue to live our lives the way we're supposed to, continue to take care of our families. Um, all the YouTubers, for the people I know, not all you, I don't deal with a lot of you, but for the ones I know, we're going to continue to build, we're going to continue to grow. We are, a lot of us is working on being monetized. Um, we're going to get there. Um, and we just gonna keep doing what we do, man. You know what I mean? We don't have to stress and keep saying what it is that we want to do. We all know what we want to do. And we know what we got to do to get there. And we just have to stay focused and make sure that there's no distractions, there's no disturbance, and let not let anybody come between our happiness. You know what I mean? And our happiness is not just our YouTube channel. It's just being with your family, being with your loved one, and just being happy in general. Because to be sad and depressed and be suicidal is it's a little more easier to be that than happy, because that's at an all time high. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, because like I said, the devil's out here working 24/7, never takes a day off. So we gotta stay away from him. We gotta stay away from him because he's on a mission to destroy a lot of people, a lot of families. kids, especially kids. That's why it's important that we make sure our kings and queens, the one who graduated from high school, I hope y'all going off to college. If you're picking a college in your city, like a 2 year community college, man, just stay focused. Hopefully you do your 2 years here, and then go somewhere else to do your other 2 years. But just be safe. That's all, y'all. Be as safe as you can out there because it's wicked out here in these streets. I mean, y'all know y'all out here, y'all see it. Um, come back tomorrow. We're gonna talk some boxing. Shouts to my man Jahad Tucker who got the dub Saturday. I didn't get to see no fight Saturday, so it's hard for y'all to even ask me about anything about a fight because I didn't see nothing. I just told y'all I was gone Saturday. Even when I got in the house Saturday night, um, me and the missus were together, so I didn't check no boxing. I think I watched UFC, but I watched UFC when I got in the house yesterday. So, um, okay, hold on, D Free. My brother D Free wants to come up, so I won't be going anywhere. Uh, hold on. Free, hold on. Like, mm, oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Uh, what up, Free?
What's good?
What's going on, bro?
Ain't nothing. Taking my daughter to work.
No, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, I was just sitting here, just wrapping up on some, I was talking about a whole bunch of deep stuff, telling people um, about my trip I took to Staten Island, went up in Wu Tang's neighborhood, you know what I mean? I was out there for a community event they were doing, and it was a little slow when I got out there, so I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just take a trip to Stapleton and Park Hill, did all that, which it was dope because it was actually my first time taking a trip to Park Hill. Been near Park Hill, but being near Park Hill and actually walking in Park Hill is two different things. And so I got to do that, which it was dope. I needed a little getaway yesterday, so getting on that ferry did a lot for me, man. It was just me being on that boat and getting to think, and just letting sometime we need a getaway. We all need that getaway day where you just want to get away from whatever it is that you're not trying to get away from, but just whatever your mind is going through at the time. You just need a little break, man. So it did good for me, man. I enjoyed it, and I had fun yesterday, man. It was good, and I got to come back and spend time with Tiff because usually Saturdays, Sundays are our days to spend because that's her off days. So yeah, man, I got to kick it and enjoy myself. But what's good with you though, man? BC, I see you.
Nothing. Chilling.
Yeah,
Just
I didn't get to see any. Like I said, I was busy yesterday, so I didn't get to see no. No boxing. I got to see highlights of Jihad Tucker fight where he did pretty damn. Not to say I didn't think he was going to do anything, but that man did pretty damn good, man.
Yeah, that was a very that was probably the best fight of the well, all of the fights that I watched. I think that might have been the best fight. The Yafai fight, that was a good fight too. Yafai took his first loss. That was a good fight as well. Um, but I think the High Tucker and Truck Simpson, that fight probably was the best fight because they were so evenly matched up. Um, and they was going blow for blow from round one until the end of round 10.
Yeah.
The fight started out when they run the first bell. Man, Jahan Tucker ran across the ring like he was in a track meet. I was like, man, what the hell? He did that a few times when they run the bell as he came out of the corner. Like he sprinted across the ring. I was like,
Damn.
I ain't never seen him do that. That man, like he was like Truck Simpson said something about his mother, and he was trying to go at him.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I seen one of the highlights of that. I said, damn, Jihad. Because when I seen him Saturday and we got the talking, and it was funny. He told me, he's like, man, I'm gonna punch that motherfucker right in his mouth. And I'm like, it's the way he said it though. I was like, I said, Jahai, yo. He's like, nah, man, I don't like that dude, man. I was like, damn, well, okay, that sums it up. I'm like, shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
it showed in the fight that they don't really respect each other like that.
When I first heard that they were, because I knew about him already. Um, Truck Simpson. I knew about him. So you know how usually guys fight other guys. You like, who the hell is this dude? I already knew about him. So when I found that they were going at it, I said, "Oh man!" And I've seen him not in action in person before as I've seen because I know Calvin Ford deals with him. So, but I've seen him,
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, "So this one's going to be a good one right here." I said, "Now this is going to be a good one," and seemed like it turned out to be. I'm gonna go check. I don't know if they got the full fight, but I'm gonna go check it out if I can, though. And I read something this morning where somebody was like, he wanted to fight Xander, bring on Xander, and I'm like,
who
I was reading a comment because he called Xander out a while ago. A while
who want to
ago.
fight Xander?
Jahai. That was a while ago when he called him out. And I read something this morning where somebody was like, bring on Xander. And I'm like, I don't know. Not taking nothing away from
Xander,
Tucker.
Xander not even they're not even in the same weight class.
Yeah, what is it? Xander was at 50. Xander's at 54. I thought Jahai was at 54.
The Jahai's at 60. Xander's
He
at
moved up?
54.
God, dog, he
Yeah,
didn't tell me
Jahai been at 60 for like the last two or three fights.
damn, Jahai, you didn't tell me that. Now I'm gonna D him. I'm gonna D him today and tell him you didn't tell me nothing like that, sir.
Yeah, like the last 2 or 3 fights, he's been at 60.
You ain't tell me nothing like that,
Yeah,
Jahai. I'm gonna get you, sir. Um,
uh,
60s, 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 60s dope. 60s dope.
yeah, yeah. It
I
just
don't know. I don't know. I don't know no main attractions at 60. Not saying it don't have any main attractions.
it's,
You
it's
know
only
better
it's
than I
only
do.
it's only it's only two main attractions at 60. That's Jennebeck and Laura. That's it.
Yo, when is that dude gonna sit down, man? That damn Laura just keeps. Damn, he ain't running
After
out of.
he knocked after he knocked Jennebeck out,
Hey, now you wait a minute now, sir. Wait a minute now, sir.
like Dub keep telling me that Jennebeck going will win that fight. I said, okay, when they make that fight, then we're gonna bet because
Well, being that there's nothing else out,
Jennebeck hasn't proved nothing to me.
But being that there's really nothing else out there, do you see that happening next? You think it's a possibility they get it on?
If Jennifer got the balls,
He said Laura. He said Laura, our age free.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Laura like 42. He like 42.
Yeah, he is though. I'm just to see him last this long is crazy because when he fought Danny Garcia, I swear, dog, I didn't think Danny was gonna steamroll through him, but I swear I didn't see that coming. He surprised the hell out of me
I
with that.
did. I told everybody. We called it. We said we did the fight prediction. I said Danny's gonna get knocked out for the first time in his career. They was like, what? No, Danny ain't out. I said, dog, this is Laura. This ain't everybody else. Laura's stepping on people. Laura
Yeah.
gonna put that man to sleep. And sure
But
enough, Danny got whooped into that man was like, nah, you're not taking no more. The fight's over. You're not taking no more.
and I don't hear too many people
And
like I know it's always a money thing, but sometimes you got to call guys out that's not being called out. Why is it we don't hear nobody calling Laura out, man? It's been quiet.
And if you saw an old man putting everybody to sleep, you wouldn't call him out neither. Lauren been in the ring with everybody. He been in the ring with
Hey,
everybody.
what
And
if
now he's putting everybody to sleep. They're like, hold up, this man is well experienced. He got hand speed and he got good footwork if he needs to use it. And this nigga putting everybody to sleep, man. I'm not fighting him. If I can avoid him, I will.
if Jamel Charlo came back at 60, how would a fight with him and Laura go if they had that?
Jamel better get a tune up. He gonna look like Danny.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just being honest. He better get a
Come
tune up.
on.
If he come back and he fight Laura right away, I wouldn't be surprised if Jamel end up taking a sleep, taking a nice little nap for the first time in his career.
Damn. Damn.
Um, I mean, I know people
Damn.
they say, "Oh, the man old, this, and that," but until Father Time showed that he's old, you can't say that these dudes are just gonna walk through Laura. I ain't seen nobody
Yeah.
walk through Laura.
Yeah. That's the wrong thing though. People keep focusing on the age. Y'all can't keep focusing on the age, man. You focus on that, like you said, when Father Time show up. Okay, man, it might be time for you to sit down. But until that happens,
Oh well,
this man,
I'm I'm just looking at how old he is. I mean, I don't know
stop
if
looking at how.
if he can
This is
hold
why
up.
y'all don't. This is
But
this is why they don't. This is why they don't know nothing about boxing because y'all be looking at the wrong damn things. You can't just keep looking at somebody for their freaking age. LeBron James is 40 years old, and then even though eventually he got to sit down, he moved pretty damn good for somebody who 40, where he can still keep up with guys in their
Bernard
20s.
Bernard Hopkins Bernard Hopkins fought till he was what 45,
52.
something like that.
When Joe
52.
Smith,
That's even
yeah,
worse.
yeah, he said that's even worse.
He fought till he
Yeah,
was 52, and niggas was waiting for his age to show up for 12 years.
yeah. I even watched George Foreman, right? Even after beat Michael Moore, he didn't stop. I think George retired, what, 96, 97. George was about 48 when he got the hell out of here.
I mean, that man George was 75 years old. George was 75 years old. That's why people like, oh, Big George passed away. George was 122 years old. What you
No, come
you
on, you
expect
that
the
that
man to
that
live
that,
forever?
that's what you not gonna do, free. You ain't gonna do.
The man George fought until he was 75, and the
I can't
man
stand.
passed away at 102.
I can't stand this dude, man. I can't stand this dude. I swear I can't. Yo, BC, yo, he's an idiot. Dude is a plain
I'm just
damn
saying,
idiot,
man.
man. Nah, but they can't. That's the problem. They have to stop focusing on age so damn much. Like, you
You
know what I
can't you
mean?
can't
Look at,
when it comes to certain fighters, you can't look at the age because you gotta when you look at the age, you gotta look at, okay, does he look like he's slowing down. Laura doesn't look like he's slowing down. The only thing you can say is Laura don't move as much as he used to, and that's because he realized he's older. If he moves like that, he's going to burn a lot of energy. So
Yeah,
he said, "Nope, let me just sit. Let me just sit in the pocket and use my God gifted ability, which is my hand speed,
yeah.
my ring IQ, and my daggone my technique, and that's what Laura does.
When I look at, like I said, man, the age. Y'all stop looking at the age all the goddamn time. Y'all can't always do that. Stop doing that. That's your problem. If you go by age all the time, you look crazy. You can't go by that all the time. That's why I be like, these cats be killing me, man. Y'all be killing me with some of the shit y'all be saying, man.
Laura's like on a 5 or 6 fight knockout streak. That man been knocking everybody out.
BC, July 26th, the whole crew in New York City. July 26th. You coming up here,
Yeah, yeah,
BBO for the
yeah. They all
for-
coming up. They all coming up. I was thinking about coming up, but then I
who,
got to
wait a
turn
minute, he
around
said
and come
the
up there in
he
August.
said he said the whole crew, but who's the whole crew?
It's CDK, Prize Fighter, BVO, Tommy from the Bronx. I think Crush the Legend is gonna be up there. It's gonna be everybody except for me, Marky Dan, and Dub Right Side. I think
Oh,
everybody
so they
else.
come what they coming for the top rank fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I was thinking about coming
I
up
might
there,
get
but
I might get tickets for that, even though I don't be want to support them motherfucking asses. But
yeah, I was
it's
thinking
gonna
about
be
coming
great
that
though.
fight, but I gotta be right back up there in August. I'm like,
Well,
dang, I gotta come
you still
right
got a
back
little way.
out.
The 26th of July is still a little ways from the 16th of August, but it's kind of hard to
No,
make
it's
back
not.
to back trips.
It's a little ways from the 16th of August, but it ain't that far away from the 14th of August. That's like 2 weeks.
Dub's son starts school that week. Yeah, yeah, he starts school that week. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that. Hey, I'm be glad to see y'all the 26th then. That's what's up then. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all the 26th. I know I'll definitely be outside for that. I got an amateur show to do that day, but I might get a ticket for the 26th because I ain't gonna take my issues out on the fighters. They ain't do shit to me, so I'm definitely gonna do that. And that's a great little card too, because shoes on that card,
Like
so
like
that card can be lit.
BBO and Doug Right Side, they on that notion that Jennebeck is the best guy at the weight class,
I might
the
not
live weight
come to
class.
the fight,
I
but
think
I'm
it's
gonna come
Laura.
see my people. But listen, I think we should start thinking about that. Laura and Jennebeck. I'm trying to say it, but I mean, when the last time he fought Jennebeck? When the last time Jennebeck fought?
Dog, I mean, Jennebeck been fighting guys like me and you. He ain't been fighting nobody
No,
that's
come on,
actually
don't free, don't do
worth
that
a
now.
damn. No, he
Don't do
ain't.
that.
No, go look at Jennebeck's resume. He hasn't fought anybody that was worth a damn. Not one single person on his
So
resume
so
to say,
fighting
you know
Laura.
what,
So
that was a good guy. That was a good guy right there.
so so
Not
so
one.
fighting Laura is definitely be something different.
It's a step up for Jennebeck. He fight Laura. That's a hell of a step up. He ain't fight nobody.
We should
That's why
entertain
I'm
that,
not
y'all.
sold on him.
I know y'all don't like
He
talking about
he
fantasy fights, but this is a fight that it's not so much of a fantasy fight. This is a fight that actually could happen. We should
right.
entertain that.
He looked good fighting against C and D level fighters. I don't know what he looked like fighting against B and A.
How many losses that Laura has besides that Canelo one?
I mean, it ain't people you might name maybe five good guys, if that, and probably I don't even think it's five at that weight class. It might be.
No, I don't know. Maybe they should
It's some
consider. They should make.
it's,
They should consider. They should consider on making that fight though, man. If you ask me.
yeah, it's some solid opponents. solid opponents, but if you say are these guys good, mm, 9 times out of 10 you probably gonna say no. They're not good. They solid, but they ain't good.
Yeah, I'm 26, man. Yeah, y'all got me going now. Y'all got me going now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to holler at my peoples on the 26, man. I have to holler at y'all. But yeah, but I think they should entertain that. They should maybe think about entertaining that because Laura, he's I want to see him back in there, man. So hopefully he'll make that happen. Because you got to remember these divisions and just the sport of boxing alone gets younger and younger every day. Where you got new guys, these young kids coming in, and so eventually you can't play around with it too long. You got to make the best of it and get the hell out the way to let the next generation. But to see a Jamel and Laura would be bananas.
Yeah,
Bananas.
I mean, right now it looks like Jamel's supposed to be coming back at 54,
54.
and there's a high probability that it might be Jamel versus Jerron Businis.
Hey, whoa, slow your roll, sir.
No, I'm saying because Jerron is the WBA champion and the IBF champion. Well, Backrom is about to fight Josh Kelly on the undercard of Canelo versus Bud, so he can't
Oh,
fight for the IBF title. So the only other title that's available is the WBA because Bud is about to drop that, which means that I'm sorry, Bud is about to drop the WBA, which means that that's going to be on the line. I mean, that's going to be available. And if Jamel comes back, Jamel is the champion in recess, so he automatically get first dibs at that title fight. Well, if the belt is vacant and Jamel is coming back to fight for that title, and Boots is moving up, being though he's the champion at the lower weight class, he has dibs on fighting for that title. So it could be Jamel versus Jerron Businis.
jeez, that thunder's serious out here. Lord have mercy. Um, Very interesting, Free. Very interesting.
Yeah, definitely going to be interesting. I don't know what Jamel looks like coming back. That's my whole thing. Like everybody's like, oh, do you think Jamel beats Jerron Businis? I don't know. I don't know what Jamel going to look like.
I'm not assuming nothing until I gotta see something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Say I'm not in the notion to automatically just say that this guy is gonna win because he's been fighting longer, he fought better competition. Yeah, that would matter if Jamel was active. But Jamel been inactive since the last time he fought was Canelo.
Canelo.
And that was going on what, almost 2 years now.
Almost 2 years,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Underrated. What up? Yeah, it's been
It's good. It's good,
to
brothers.
see Jamel Charlo and Boots. Oh, nasty work. Nasty work. I tell you what, I'm more interested in seeing what Boots is going to do at 54 because the competition is so much more sweeter at 54. So much sweeter because I swear at 47, shit, they see Boots, they crossing the street. At 54, they ain't gonna
I
cross the
think
street.
Yeah, I think Boots still will have a lot of success at 54 because even though those guys punch harder, they not more skilled than Jerron Boots Ennis. I think Jerron Boots Ennis still will have a lot of success at 54. Like I don't think that I don't automatically think that a Sebastian Fedor beats Jerron Boots Ennis.
I
I
was
don't
just about
think
to. I was just about to
automatic.
ask you. I was just about to ask you what a Boots versus Fendora would look like.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think he automatically wins. I don't think Tim Zoo automatically wins. I don't think who else? Erickson Lubin. I don't think he automatically wins. Um
What's that other
Now you're
dude?
going
Dude up there.
Jose. I mean Jesus Ramos. I think
Yeah,
he
Ramos.
automatically wins.
I think that's a good one though.
I mean, yeah, I think it's a lot of good fights, but do I think that Jerron Business is in way over his head? Nah, but
No,
because of his skill level, his skill level uh hides the fact of he might not be as big of a puncher as those guys at that weight class. I mean, he's still a decent puncher, and he might be even stronger at 54. So um, I'm not counting him out at 54. I think he still can be very successful. Now he might take his first loss at 54, but I think he still can be very successful at 54 as well.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think he will become a champion of 154 in due
hell
time?
yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell
You
yeah.
said what?
Do you think he could become a champion at 54?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think
Hell yeah,
he could become a champion at 54.
hell yeah.
I think
I'm
if he
just,
get in
I
there
would
with
love.
somebody like if he fought somebody like Sebastian Fedor, like I said, I think he beats a Sebastian Fedor. Sebastian Fedor, he likes to fight on the inside. He don't have good footwork, and we saw how Brian Mendoza knocked him out. I think Jerron Bruce Ennis is way overly skilled compared to a Brian Mendoza.
That's a dude I ain't
No, I
seen.
asked that. See, I asked that because about a week ago, I was browsing through some boxing channels, and a lot of people be saying that Bruce Ennis is not going to be successful at 154. I don't know
That,
why they think that. That's
that's
why
just
I asked.
that's just the haters, and that's the ones who don't know shit about boxing. Because believe me, he
Yeah,
got some people out here that hates on him, and that's typical. But that's why places like that I don't go to, man. Because people just be talking to
yeah.
be talking, dog. I don't. I just said it earlier.
Yeah,
That's why I don't go to everybody channel. People just be running their mouth to be running their mouth.
no,
People
like
don't.
people, like I said, people look at certain things, but they look at they're a prisoner of the moment. They see a guy have a good fight and they automatically assume, oh, he the best fighter. He'll do this, he do that because one guy had a good fight and another guy had a tough fight. So
Yeah.
they automatically think, even though prior to them two having a last fight, you thought the other guy that was more skilled was the better fighter that probably would win, but well, he had a tough fight, and then you saw the other guy that you thought would lose. He had a very good fight. You're like, oh, well, I think he might win now. Why? Because of that one fight.
He said,
One
"Why?"
guy was in there with some. One guy was in there with somebody that was evenly matched up with him. The other guy was in there in a showcase fights. So you just automatically forget that this guy was a tough individual that the other guy fought, and the other one fought a showcase fight. So you
Mm.
automatically just change the notes. So I mean, I just look at the skill set. I go based off what the skills and based off the level of competition. What gave him trouble? Did he clean up any flaws he had in previous fights? That's what I look at. That's what I look for. Like
Yeah.
even with Brian Norman fight, everybody like, oh, that was a showcase fight. Yeah, it was a showcase fight, but I look at the small things that he did that said, okay, you know what? It was a showcase fight, but it still was a good fight for Brian Norman because I got a chance to see Brian Norman be a little more clean in his fight because normally Brian Norman is pressing the action and he's rushing his work. Well, this fight he was a little more patient. He a little more defensive, far as he was defensively mindful of his opponent, and he didn't rush it. He let the work come to him. He let the work come to him. He let the punch come to him. Like when he
Oh,
caught
free.
Taki,
You sound like you in water.
with that left hook. My bad. Hold on.
You good, underrated. Yo, you still on mute? You still on mute? Everybody smash that like button, man. Get
My
them
bad.
likes up for people.
My bad. These niggas act like it's not the weekend. It's 9:30 in the morning. And you calling me on a Sunday? Don't call me.
You
Don't
know
call
they
me.
gonna
Call.
call you free. You know they gonna call you free, no matter how many times you tell them not to. You seem to always be the go-to guy.
I tell them don't call me. Call your mother. Don't call me. Call your mother. Don't call me. It's the
Oh,
weekend.
he said, "Don't call your mother."
But yeah,
That's it.
Free
yeah.
disrespectful. That's what he is.
I think
Disrespect.
like that fight that Brian Norman had. It was a learning experience for Brian Norman,
He
and
put
he
dude this.
had
He put that dude to sleep. I
yeah,
saw that. I said, God, dog.
like with that left hook that he caught him with. It wasn't. It was a punch that he allowed to show itself. Like normally Brian Norman, he would have rushed his work, and that clean left hook would have never came. He probably would have ended up stopping him, but it wouldn't have been as clean as it was. Like
Yeah,
he let that come to him because he was patient. He didn't rush anything. He was patient, and once it showed itself, he took the opportunity. He saw it and he took it, and now the dude don't remember nothing for the previous month. They said that man don't remember nothing.
damn.
He got
Mm-mm.
short term memory loss. Like he don't remember nothing for the previous month. He don't remember the build up. He don't remember the fight. He don't remember anything.
Damn. Brian hit him that hard.
Mm.
Yep.
Poor little Ting Ting.
He was asking. They said he was asking his peoples how did he get to the hospital. They were like, you got knocked out. He was like, I
Oh,
fought.
oh yeah, that's bad. He's done for the rest of this year. Yeah, it's quiet. It's quiet.
But
If
see
you got to do
and that's what
nothing, it's quiet.
and that's what I'm talking about. Like people was like, oh, Brian Norman, he gonna be in for a fight. I'm like, dog, y'all tripping. This man is gonna get knocked out cold. I said it from the time they made the announcement. I said, man, Brian Norman is gonna knock this dude out cold. I seen him fight. I didn't watch him fight live because he fight in Japan, but I went and watched some of his fights that he had. I'm like, this dude is too open. He throw wild looping shots. He doesn't have good defense. Brian Norman is going to put this man to sleep, and he sure enough did. He put that man to sleep for real. They carried that man out on a stretcher.
Hey, these cats don't. You know, you can tell these cats all you want to, free. They'll never get it, man. That's why I be like, better you than me. I ain't got no time to be keep trying to explain shit to people that's like in the words of Deontay Wilder, you don't have to explain what's already understood. That's why it's like a lot of y'all, man. It's just, Lord have mercy, Jesus. It's just annoying when you have to keep proving people wrong and they still don't get it and they still manage to look you in your face and go free, but free, you but free, but free, but
Now,
free.
you know what I do now? I don't even prove these people. I don't even say nothing to prove them wrong. I just put up my parlay slip. Won another one. I won another parlay.
I mean, thank God you're not betting because boy, you'd be a rich man. Because every time they wrong, they would have to pay your ass.
Them niggas wouldn't pay me. It'd be a lot of people vanishing from YouTube because these niggas would disappear.
Yeah, you know what? You right. You right. Nah,
These
you right.
niggas will disappear.
Paying you wouldn't be an option. They'll be nah. I ain't giving you nothing after the. Oh, a lot of those cats they renege. You said you was gonna pay me, but you know that's why I won't.
The right side still looking for a dude right now from a fight. He's still looking for that nigga Doug said, man, when I find this nigga, I swear to God, I'm gonna put this nigga on blast. He went
Look,
right on the channel and
I'm
put
not.
that man
I'm
on
not.
blast.
I'm not making a bet with nobody unless I either really know you like that or if I can't get to you, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It's easy to make a bet with somebody across the world or a couple of states from you where you know it's hard to get. Like I'm not doing that. Straight up. I've seen a lot of guys looking for guys on here. Like he owed me from 4 years ago and I ain't seen him yet. I'm like, you ain't gonna see him. I went to his channel. His channel don't exist no more. Well, or I'm not surprised.
You
Why
probably
would it?
talking to him and don't even realize you talking to him
They
because he
probably don't
changed
even
his name.
realize.
He changed his name in his avatar.
He done took his Facebook and Instagram down. You can't get to him or nothing. You don't even know you talking to him. You get
That's
look.
why.
He done wrenched you. You done wrenched him up and all that.
That's why I ain't gonna say nobody, but a lot of these people on YouTube, I don't respect them because they never show their face. They
Oh
never
yeah,
show
yeah,
their
yeah.
face. I'm like, no, we don't even know what the hell you really look like. We see the picture, but I don't know if that's you for real.
That's why they
I
never.
don't. They were like, nah, y'all see my picture, nigga. How I know that's you for real? I don't know you personally. I don't know that's you for real.
That's why they'll never come up here because this ain't a place they know they can. You ain't coming here like that idiot that time that came over here to my link. Ain't sending you no link, and then when I go look at his channel, it's no picture of him. So what am I letting you up here for, weirdo?
Like literally every platform I've ever been on, I've always showed my face. Always. I have nothing to hide
Even
from.
if you don't show your face, at least people know what you look like, and if they don't know what you look like, they can find out. We both, all three of us on here, we got Instagram and we got Facebook. It's not private. We not hiding from nobody. We out here, so we can sit here and not show our faces all day. But it's for these people that we know nothing about. We don't know nothing about them.
Yeah.
Free. We don't know nothing about them. They
So
using like it's crazy. They weird out here, bro. They weird. They weird. They weird.
some of these people, I have never even seen a glimpse of their face. Then niggas will walk up to me and be like, "Hey, I'm such and such." Oh, for real? All right, damn. All right. They were like, "Hey, free." So I saw somebody that said they was you. I don't know if it was you or not. Never seen
Yeah,
you on
man.
YouTube.
Never, man. That's why
I saw
any
somebody that said they was you. I don't know
listen,
if it's you for real.
anytime I have to say show your face, I'm not doing that. I shouldn't have to tell you to show your face to make sure it's you. I got to tell you to show your face. I'm not doing none of that shit, bro. That's why no links don't ever get dropped in here. You either get it in your email or you gonna get it in your DM. But I ain't doing that because you have all kinds of like hell no. That's why they know not to come over here playing. Some people like
Anybody
to
that
go
anybody that I'm truly cool with, I have seen their face before.
exactly,
Like
exactly.
I mean I might not have seen them in person, but I seen their face before. Like Dub Right Side, I seen his face before. I haven't seen him in person, but I seen Dub Right Side face before. I know what Dub Right Side look like.
Yeah,
VVO, I seen his face before. I might not seen him in person, but I know what he looks like.
yeah,
Same thing with Mark Dan. Same thing with Thomas Hill. There's a lot of guys I haven't seen in person, but I've seen their face. I know what they
yeah.
look like.
I've seen a
So
lot of
if
those dudes.
if I ever bump into them in real life, I know that that's them because I've seen their face before. I know what they look like.
Yeah, a lot of these dudes they be and they love going to channels. They love going to channels where they know if there's a possibility and I can get on here, I'm gonna do it. But when you have to go, yo, show your face, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that, man. A lot of these cats know what they doing before they do it already. That's why they know over here you will not be successful. I know they know. I can't go over there because I can't have my way over there. You damn sure can. You damn sure can. I'm
Yeah,
not telling you,
niggas.
yo, show your face, show your face. I gotta scream all day, show your face. I'm not doing that because I'm all. If I'm letting you up here already, it's because I know you, and I don't have to go through all that. I'm not doing that.
You know what
I'm
you know what I'm about to you know what I'm about to call YouTube. I'm not calling YouTube no more. I'm not calling it YouTube no more. I'm calling it Hollywood because this is a place where you can go and be anybody, just like Hollywood. You can be anybody in Hollywood. You can be an action hero. You can be a damn
oh.
I'm about to call it
So
Hollywood.
No, you got to call it hot. You got to call it HollyTube. It's HollyTube, man. That's what it is. HollyTube.
you, you can be anything on this platform. You
You
can
can.
be
No, you know what? You
a
ain't lying.
kingpin. You can be a kingpin. You can be a pimp. You can be a famous actor.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
You
tell
oh,
could
you.
oh,
be
oh.
a businessman. You could be anything.
Yeah, y'all. You could be any animal you want on here. They don't care. They don't
No, you
care.
right.
They put on the
You right
ball and
though.
walk. Earth.
These dudes on here, man. Let me tell you, they need. They, like you said, they could be anything on here, man. The behavior of them be just be like. That's why you be like. That's why you see me. I be like, man. I don't go nowhere no more, man. As far as certain channels, man. I choose to just be like when you and BBO and them come on. I look forward to going over there. When Underrated go on, I look forward to going over there. The hangout spot, Four Corners. Certain people, man. I go over and then there's other people. I'd be like, I ain't going over there. I ain't going over there.
Yeah.
You ain't talking about shit.
I go to the same channels when I go to listen to boxing talk or whatever have you. I go to the same channels every single day. It's about it's about 6 or 7 channels that I go to. I'm subscribed to over I think I'm subscribed to over 120 people. But it's only like 6 or 7 channels that I actually go to on a regular basis.
Mm.
Only 6 or 7 because everybody else are. I mean, I subscribe to them because I said I was going to subscribe, or they're decent people. It's just I don't care to hear them talk like that, or they might have switched up their whole image, and I'm just not with all of the funny games. But I ain't that type of dude that I'm just gonna unsubscribe from you. I'm like, I don't care. You got me as a subscriber, so be it. I don't care. You're not getting no
Yeah.
views. You got me as a subscriber. You just not getting no views from me.
Um. Yeah. Well, who's the blame for that? But them. If you
Yeah,
switching up
I
or if
just
you
don't.
talk,
I don't like. Now it's you can switch up to a certain extent. Like when you switch your whole image and you start being on some funny stuff, I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I'd rather you be genuine and you be yourself than and it's some of these guys. I don't know. I ain't gonna put it on them, but some of these guys might have been bought out. Some of these guys might have been bought out because the switch that they made. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all just
but
switched all
you
of a
know what?
sudden.
What did I always tell you? Prostitute as its finest. Prostitute at its finest. Yep. I always tell you that. And people go, what do you mean by that? I said, these cats will do anything for money. I don't care if you being bought out or if you just saying anything that you know is going to bring the views. But I'm like, a lot of y'all out here prostituting. I mean, if that works for you, go ahead. I, I'm
Like
I'm not here to
like
be
BBO
a
told
hoe. I'm not here to be a hoe. I'm here to pimp the shit. I'm not gonna be nobody hoe.
like
Not happening.
like BBO told me that niggas approached him for an offer. He was like, "Free, what you think I have to do?" I was like, "Man, hell no."
He shouldn't even ask that because he
I said,
should have knew
first of all,
already.
they ain't offering you enough money. First of all, that they're not offering you enough money. Second of all, no, you ain't gonna don't now if they want
Well,
you to be if they want you to be yourself, then by all means go ahead, be yourself. But they want you to switch up your image? Hell no, don't do that, dog. No. Oh,
could you please pass the
hell
great
no.
poupon? Pass the great poupon. I ain't switching up, man. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody. Listen, it's. I'm not against money. I know all money ain't good money. It depends on what you paying me to do. Like you said, for me to stay myself, cool. But for me to be out here saying crazy shit and just switch, nah, I'm not doing that. If y'all out there doing it for a bag, y'all some suckers because y'all doing it for y'all all doing it for the wrong reasons. And I'm telling you, it won't be that long before you get exposed. You out, so they're gonna pay you to say something about somebody or a fighter or whatever it is that they doing, whatever it is. You're not realizing that these same people that's paying you are not gonna be able to help you when somebody run down and they want to put their foot in your ass. These people that's paying you, where they at? Where they at?
Nowhere to be,
Nowhere to be
nowhere to
found.
be found.
Where they at? Why they at home or
Like
they
you
on
look
a
at,
yacht? They with their family. You gonna be getting your foot. Like, come on, man.
man,
You do it crazy, man.
I
I
mean,
ain't selling. I ain't selling
like
my
I said,
soul. I'm good.
I have no problem with taking on sponsors. You wanna sponsor my channel? By all means,
Cool.
go ahead and sponsor me.
By all
But
means.
if you think I'm a change, if you think I'm gonna change how I've been doing things, that's what brought you here. You saw what I was doing. Why would I change what I'm doing?
Why would
That's the
I
reason
change
why
it?
you bought eyes to my channel.
Because you see a black face and thinking, oh,
It was
all I
some.
do is
It was something that you saw. You saw how I was able to draw my audience, which draw you in. Now you want me to change that? No, I'm not gonna be authentic. People gonna
because
see right
you,
through that because they know how I am.
yeah, like if I'm not,
I'm the type of person I can read people's body language, attitudes, and
oh
energy
Lord,
based off of how they're talking. I'm like, hold up, you
the
wasn't
water,
talking like that before. Now all of a
your
sudden you talking like this, and they were like, oh, see, why you? No, I'm just saying that what I saw. You was acting, you was talking, you was doing things this way. Now all of a sudden you doing it and acting and talking this way. Something changed. What changed? Oh nah, it ain't nothing changed. I just see things a little bit different. Nah. You can see things differently and be like, you know what? Y'all was right. And I was looking at the wrong stuff. But now that I went back and did some research, I see things a little bit different. You did a whole 180 and it just out of the blue. You ain't giving no explanation of why you went that way.
yeah, I'm not going through all that. So I mean, no, it is what it is. But you dudes that's out there doing it, just know that that's sad.
So
That's
like I
sad
keep telling people, like when it comes to me, people like, man, this man free be paying attention to everything. That's part of my job description. I was trained to read body language and read people's demeanor. That's what I was trained to do. I've always paid attention to people's body language, paid attention to people's attitude, how they're moving. I've always done that because that's what I've been trained to do. So when I come on YouTube, I just sit back and listen, see how you talking, how you come across, and if it's something that I like, then I rock with you. If it's not, I'm gonna move forward. It is what it is. You could be a very good person. I just don't rock with what you're talking about.
yeah, yeah. I mean that pretty much happens, and but for people to just be saying stuff because they got certain group of people that's paying them to say stuff, or I'm not doing that. I'd rather sit here, and that's why I like just doing what I do. You can't come to me with an offer. Every offer is not an offer, and all money ain't good money. So people sit there and say, "Well, at least I'm making money." Yeah, but you doing it the sucker way. You doing it the sucker way because you ain't doing it for the love. You really don't love this. You really don't. You just doing this shit because you're getting paid by a certain group of people. And it's like I said, man, at the end of the day, when you out there and somebody ready to put their foot in your ass because of something you done said, but you sit there and say, it's not me. I'm getting paid to say this. Because everybody wants to ship the blame on somebody else. Oh, it's not me,
What's
Free.
going
It's
on,
not
Tay Tay?
me. Tay Tay, my Long Island sister, what up? Oh, it's not me, Free. These people paying me, Free. It's just social media, Free. It's YouTube. What you want me to do, man? I'm making money, You understand, right?
I understand you're a hoe. That's what I understand. I understand you're a hoe. You was bought. You a hoe.
That's why I be like, these dudes is prostitutes out here, man. You know what I mean? Y'all in dark alleys getting caught doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Like underage said. How the underage said, uh oh man, the way underrated said it, that should be funny as hell. Oh man, but
Yeah, yeah, I still can't forget that nigga said, yeah, y'all see what I'm going home with tonight? Y'all going home. What the fuck he talking about? I don't know. Y'all going home, y'all got nuts in your mouth. I was like, fuck is he talking, the fuck is he talking about? We having a good little, nice little good get
yo,
together. We have a nice little
yo,
time. This
yo,
little ass said, hold on, y'all going home with nuts in your mouth. I was like, the fuck is he talking about? Me and Clarence just
yo,
looking at each other. I'm like, the fuck is he talking about? I don't know.
he came out. Underrated came out of left field with that shit. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, who the hell are you talking to?
Y'all see what I'm going home with tonight? Y'all going home with nuts in your mouth. The fuck is he talking about? It just made us stop our whole conversation. We was talking. I forgot what we
Yo,
was even talking about. That joint just changed the whole mood. I was like,
yo, we was feeling
oh.
good when underrated came with that. I was like, yo, I'm done. And I'm like,
I had to get, because he had already showed me that I was standing there right beside him. I had to come on the screen. I was like, man, I don't know what the hell he talking about.
yo,
I
he
don't
read
know what he
something,
talking about.
he read something on his IG that pissed him off. Somebody said something in the comment. I forgot what it was. He just went, oh.
This nigga underrated and lost his marbles.
Oh, the crazy thing is, we sit there, right? And like you said, we having a good time. So he was saying something before that. We always laughing and joking, and we was getting ready to, I think, order some more drinks. So we was just sitting there drinking. So when he came out and he said that, that shit threw me off. I'm like, the fuck is underrated? You good? It's too early on the Sunday morning. Yo, Jay Gibson, man, you had to be there to see it, though, bruh. You had to be
Oh,
there
that
to
joint
see
came. It came because if you was there in the atmosphere we was in, you was having a nice time. We was all laughing and joking, and then all of a sudden, out of left field, you heard y'all going home with nuts in your mouth. You like, what the fuck? This nigga on some- Who are you talking to, dog? You need to get off that daggone live. You
it.
talking to
Yo,
the wrong people.
that shit was. I was
That
sitting there
man
like
came out of
that.
nowhere with that joint.
I said underrated is the worst, yo. Oh
I was
my
hoping that he was talking to some females, but the way he said it, I knew it wasn't a female. The man said, "Y'all see what I'm going home with tonight? Y'all going home with nuts in your mouth." I was like,
I mean,
"Oh,
I'm like show. Look, I said show over.
I hope, I hope y'all got some daggone planters and not the human nuts. I hope it's planters that y'all going with to put in your mouth."
That's it.
That nigga underrated.
Yo,
Y'all gotta watch what y'all say around underrated.
when
That
I
man,
got listen, when I got
he
home
go
that
from
night,
zero to he go from 0 to 100 in 3 seconds.
when I got home that night and I laid, and I had a second to think about it, and I remember looking at Tiff. I was like, yo, that shit underrated said got me crying. Oh, I was
I
in my
went
house.
back and watched. I went
Yo,
back and
bro.
watched the live. Dog, if you go back and watch that live IG, all you gotta do is look at everybody's face when he said it because it was like the whole party just stopped. Everybody like paused.
Come on, man.
I'm like,
Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all, come on, man.
Yo, the look on every no, it's true though. The look on our faces was like, wait a minute, what the fuck just happened? Like,
I was asking, I
whoa,
was like, Coco, what are you talking about? Coco, like, I don't even know. I'm sitting right here beside him. I don't know. She like, I'm sitting right here beside him. I don't
hey,
even know what he's talking
you know
about.
what's so crazy is he was so focused on it, but and the thing was, Underrated has a way of catching stuff, and as soon as he see it, it's like he don't let it walk by him. He just get on it immediately. Oh man, that shit is too funny, man. Oh shit.
It's on my IG now. Y'all just gotta search it. It's on my IG.
Yo, y'all go search that video. I'm trying to explain to y'all. There's no coming back from that video. Jesus, there's no coming back from that video. Somebody call Free. Yo, Free, man, tell them that it's Sunday and they don't need to call you. They need to call their supervisor. Why they keep calling you, Free?
I
Oh, they still calling them. They gonna bother Free today. They don't care if it's Sunday. They gonna bother him. Not Free. I'm calling because I didn't get paid for Friday, or I need to know if am I working tomorrow. That ain't the person to call to find out if you working tomorrow. You supposed to call your field manager, or you supposed to know that.
Oh, you call your field manager? No, you're fired.
Yo, yo, Free. Tell them to call the field manager. Why they keep calling you to ask you if they working this week? They call they they call it Free to ask them if they working this week. Man, they calling the wrong person. Aren't they supposed to be
yeah,
calling aren't they supposed to be
yeah.
calling their field manager?
That phone call I could take. That was the wifey.
Okay,
Oh,
so all right, so that's different. Shout out to
that's
Mrs.
it.
Free.
It's
Shout out to
free.
Mrs. Free.
That that's the only person that can call. You got to be immediate family members to be calling me this early in the goddamn morning.
Yeah. I always tell people that if you ain't got no 911, what the hell you calling so early for? That's what
I
annoy
know
me.
it
The
ain't my.
people.
I know it ain't my mother. I know it ain't my mothers and my kids because they on their way to church. So I know they ain't calling me this early in the morning. Only thing they would call me is, "Hey, Dad, you gonna come to church today? I was at church last Sunday."
this dude, this dude's stupid, man. This dude's stupid.
Man,
Yo, Free, who we got this week, man? Who rumbling this week?
this
We got somebody
weekend,
on. We got somebody on the 28th. I can't think of who though.
nobody important. It ain't nobody important. The next biggest fight that's coming up is the July 19th. July 19th. Actually, we got two fights.
Yeah, we got the
No,
11th
no,
and
no.
the 12th.
We got the July 19th is the next. Hold on, let me look. Let me look. I think July 19th is the next biggest fight card.
Well,
We
we
might
have
have
Usyk.
some interesting.
Usyk, right?
We
Usyk.
got Usyk.
Yeah, Usyk and Dubois the July 19th fight.
I'm watching that one.
Right. I
I'm
thought
watching. I'm watching that one.
it was a week before
I
that. Or
mean,
it
you
was
got Chris Mbili fight. I don't care to see him fight. That's on it. Oh, that's on this Friday.
Yeah, Shakur the 12th. Amanda and Katie on the
Oh no,
11th.
you
Yeah.
got Deontay Wilder fighting this weekend on
okay.
Oh,
MK Prime, and then
Uh,
Saturday
uh,
you got Jake Paul fighting Saturday, and
I'm not watching that.
yeah.
you got Kid Austin and Tevin Farmer. That's what I want to see.
I'll wait to
Oh,
see it on YouTube.
yeah. Yeah. So
Oh,
really the next big fight is the 19th of
oh,
July.
you got. Uh,
Is it?
I'm not paying to see no damn Jake Paul fight. That's on the zone. That's a
No.
pay per view. I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but
Who
yeah,
who who's that? Who is that you said? Oh, she must have got another call again.
No, I'm not
Who?
paying for that Jake. I'm not paying Jake Paul fight. Hell no.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, I already made it clear. I'm not watching it. Period.
Wait,
So
wait, I went to see that on YouTube.
I want to see the Kid Austin fight, but I'm not paying for it.
I'll wait. I'll wait till YouTube. I'll wait till it hit YouTube. I'm good. I'll just wait
Yeah,
till it hit YouTube.
Yeah,
I'll wait till it hit YouTube.
yeah.
I'll wait till it. I'll wait till it hit YouTube. I'm not doing all that. I'll wait till it hit YouTube. That's what I do for now. I'll wait till stuff hit YouTube. I'm good.
yeah.
I'm good. I'm not. You can't take every fight or every fighters. Everyone that come up. It's like like I always say, you get to pick and choose what it is that you want to watch, and you don't have to always down it and go that fight's trash or that card is trash. I still have to respect that these guys are fighters and go ahead do what you do, but that don't mean I gotta pay for it. So I don't trip. I'll be like, all right, well, you know what I'm saying it is what it is.
Yeah,
But yeah, this week I
yeah.
don't
So
know.
that,
Maybe yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you got Deontay Wilder fighting this weekend, and you got Chris Mbili. Deontay Wilder, that's on BLK Prime. I'm not paying for that neither. Not paying for that.
Well, it's gonna be a quiet
That
week. I probably won't be paying for nothing until um uh um well, I might not be at the Amanda and Katie. Yeah. So
no
that
the Amanda Serrano fight you ain't gotta pay for. That's on Netflix.
that's on Netflix, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's on Netflix. You ain't gotta pay for that.
I don't think I'm gonna be in the building for that one. The tickets are too damn high. Them tickets are sky high. I'm talking about them tickets is higher than Redman and Method Man put together. Shit, I know the
Yeah.
closer it gets, they always. I know the closer it get, it drops the prices, but I can't chance that. I can't chance it. I just can't. I would love to see them ladies,
That,
but I can't chance
that
it.
that's a all women's card. They got some nice fight. They got Sadessa Green
Man, that's gonna
versus
be
Savannah Marshall.
that's a badass card, bro. I'm talking about badass card.
They got Sadessa Green versus Savannah Marshall. They got Alicia Bungana versus
I'm gonna
Jennifer.
try to give me a man. I don't know. I gotta try to see what I can do about that. I need to be in the
Yeah,
building. I need to be in the building for that. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Usually, I like going as media guys, but it's all good. I need to be in the building. Stormy B, man, aka Sensei. What's up, Stormy B? Appreciate you for
that's a
coming
nice.
in.
That's a nice all women's card they got right there.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to being. I'm looking forward to seeing that card. Looking forward to see it. It might be one of the best cards of the year because I'm sure there's not one woman that's on that card that can't fight. They can fight, so it's going to be definitely a great women's card. And for Amanda and Katie to do this a second time at the Garden, third time trilogy, we may never see this again. And what I mean by
Well,
this is that we might not like this is going to be a good one.
yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
I don't really know about that Deontay Wilder fight. Though. I hope he win. But in my
Hey,
opinion,
best of luck
I
to
think
our brother
Deontay gonna
Wilder
win.
this. Yeah, best of luck to our brother Wilder this week. But yeah, just best of luck to him, and that's all we can say. But right now, as far as me paying for anything, it's quiet. This
Yeah,
week, period.
I think he need. Me personally, I think he needs to hang it up. I didn't like how he looked in his last two fights. I think he
Yeah,
needs to hang it up. I just don't want. I don't like seeing a good fighter mess up their legacy because
yeah.
they're gonna try to find any way to keep him out of the Hall of Fame, and you just giving them ammunition. So
Hmm.
I just don't like that.
Do you? A lot of people don't think he gonna be he not gonna be in the Hall of Fame too.
Huh?
I said quite a few people think that he's not gonna be in the Hall of Fame and stuff like that. I don't know why.
I mean, they try to. I mean, when they don't like you already,
Right?
they
Yeah.
look for ways. they look for ways to keep you out of certain things. And when you give them ammunition to do it, it's just like, okay. Now, I mean, I understand he never got into the sport to be a champion and to be a Hall of Famer. He got into the sport to make money for his daughter. But
Right.
once you started doing things on a level that nobody thought you can do it on, a lot of things start to change. Goals start to change. And so I think, I'm like I said, I think Wilder is a Hall of Famer in my book because of the things that he done with such limited
Living time.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
He started fighting at 19 and nobody expected him to win a bronze medal. Nobody expected him to be a champion. Nobody expected him to defend the belt 10 consecutive times. So
Yeah.
he was doing things that nobody expected him to do.
Shout out to the Bonds Bomber, man. Best of luck to our brother this week. Go in there, do what you do. May God be with you, and you get in there safe and
I
get
hope,
out safe.
yeah, I hope he put this dude to sleep like Jen Sasaki.
Let's hope so.
I hope he put this dude to sleep.
Let's just be real though. No matter what they say about him, though, right? There's still a few guys that ain't willing to get in there with him, though. People can sit there and say he's not the same, but it's still people that ain't willing to get in there with him, though. You still got people like AJ that has to sit across from him and look at him and be like, I don't care what he been through. I still don't want to fight that dude. you know what I mean? You still got people that's not, I don't care what y'all say about him. Y'all looking at it like that as fans. We are fighters. We ain't stupid. We know that man's still a threat. We don't care what happened in his last two fights.
And that was the straw that broke the camel's back when it came to Turkey. And everybody kept saying, oh, Turkey putting the fights together and we wanted to see. Well, why the hell he never put AJ and Wilder together?
Right.
Why he didn't do that? He put them niggas on the same card fighting somebody else.
And you know what? As crazy as it sounds, I might still want to be entertained by that. But if it don't happen, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I will probably watch it, but I'm not amused by the fight at this point. Like at this point, it's like, okay.
Hey, give us Wilder.
I don't think neither one of these guys are at the top of in their prime anymore. I don't think neither one of them are in their prime anymore. I think AJ is past it, and I think Wilder is past it. So now it's like watching daggone Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis fighting right now. They passed the prime.
Poor AJ ain't been the same since old Andy done went upside his head. Even though he came back and beat Andy in that rematch, he ain't been the same since Andy went upside his head at the Garden.
That man has been chinny and petrified of a straight right.
He said petrified.
Every time that man see a straight right, that man get nervous.
But when you looked at Andy in that fight, right? You didn't look at. I mean, maybe you did, right? Because I never knew nothing about Andy, right? So I didn't look at him as a big puncher. I just looked at him like, oh man, this is just a fight that.
I never looked at. It's like it's certain individuals.
He tried to.
They made their name. They made their name off of one person, and they never really did anything else. Andy Ruiz is one of those guys. Antonio Tarver is another one of those guys. Buster Douglas is one of those guys. Like these dudes, they didn't do anything. They beat one person and they made their name off of that, but they didn't do anything else after that. Like Buster Douglas never did anything after he beat Mike Tyson. Antonio Tarver never did anything after he beat Roy Jones.
He went in there and Bernard smoked him. Oh yeah, well, Eddie owns.
Oh yeah.
He owns.
I
He
mean,
owns AJ. He owns him.
Mm-hmm.
You
yeah,
said it yourself, Free. He owned that man for the rest of his life. If that man retire and come back
yeah,
boxing at 50, he own him.
Yep.
yeah. He got a lifetime deal with AJ.
Ain't that
Yep.
crazy though? Ain't that crazy? Damn, that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. You could retire and come back. Just remember, I own you, son. That's crazy.
That's what he
That's
and
crazy.
then Eddie Hearn did a daggone UK Puffy to AJ. That man put that man on a lifetime deal.
Yep.
That's why.
I
Hey,
own all your publishing. I don't care
Everything.
if you put something. I don't care if you put something out 20 years from now. I get a piece of it.
that's crazy, man.
Damn.
I never want to be in that position, man. Get the hell out of here. Never want to be in that
And then
position.
that's why that, and then that people wonder why
And you
AJ
said
was
Turkey
losing,
Trot.
and Eddie Hearn didn't care because he gonna get a piece of it anyway.
Now listen, I don't mind doing business with somebody, but you ain't about to own. Nah, no sir. That's kind of that kind of take me back to slavery days. I own you, boy. Hell no.
Yeah,
Hell,
You
that-
son.
hell no. I don't play
and
all that shit.
that's another reason why I don't think we will ever see the AJ Wilder fight. Because if Wilder goes in here and he put this man to sleep, AJ not getting in the ring with Wilder. They gonna say nope. He still got something left on that punch. Not
But
gonna
you know
do it.
what? It's gonna go two ways. So Wilder goes in there, looks bad, and then you know how Eddie is. Why? Did you not see what happened to him? Why would we make that fight? Makes no sense. You know how Eddie is. Makes no sense.
Uh, no,
But if he goes in there
I
and
just
he looks damn good, then yeah, it's gonna be people that be like, nope, I don't care what happened in them two fights. Did you not see? But then this is what people want to discredit him. Well, Wilder went in there and did what he was supposed to do. Why? Why you say that? Because you didn't know who his opponent was? Just because you wasn't familiar with his opponent, that doesn't mean Wilder was supposed to win in there and got the win. This is boxing, bro. Anything can happen.
I don't know, dude coming off the daggone off the grill. He was flipping burgers
He said off
and
the
frying
grill.
French fries.
Because I damn sure didn't
I
see
mean, I'm
Joseph.
just going to. Me personally, I don't know this individual personally, or I don't know any reports of this dude. Never seen him before in my life, but from what I've been hearing, he's a cook. So that's why I've been making jokes about him being on the grill, because I that's what everybody told me. They said he's a cook. So I'm like, okay. It's the same thing like with Josh Padley. He was an electrician. So people was making fun about the fact that this dude was an electrician. The nigga was literally putting the A positive and B negative wires together, and he got a phone call saying, "Hey, you gonna fight Shakur?" He said, "All right, cool. Let me concentrate on these joints so I won't fry my ass, and then I'll
Well,
be down there to make the fight."
you got a nice little paint. What he do for a living is already money involved, so he was able to come get him a bag.
What he do for a living is already money involved. I hope it's money involved. What he do for a living? I hope they ain't got him on a slave deal.
But
This man out here just working for clothes and a place to sleep.
He just get random phone calls.
Hey, you want to sleep there tomorrow night? All right, we need you to come over here and do this job real quick.
that's it.
He out there underrated. You can come, but just don't get caught with nuts in your mouth.
That's it. I'm
Dog.
not messing with y'all no more. I ain't messing with y'all no more.
Underrated, you never gonna live that down, dog. That's what you're gonna be
I'm
known as.
sorry, underrated. That goes down in history. I'm sorry. 10 years from now,
Dog,
if we can still tell that story, we're gonna tell it.
dog. You know how they used to have that TV show, most shocking moments. That was one of them.
Yes.
We were sitting there just having a good old time. That man said, "You go home with nuts in your mouth." The fuck? Where'd that come from?
Oh God!
That go down as one of the most shocking moments.
But if you go back to the video, Free, it was the look on his face that did it for me.
You know, I just remember the look on my face when I heard him say it.
Yo, that look on his face was priceless, bro.
I felt like a Christian that just heard the worst demon speak. You go, oh, I am appalled.
Yo, I am appalled.
You a nigga that's stealing.
Yo, oh my God. Underrated made my day that day, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I was having fun that day, but he really made my night that night.
That nigga Underrated said that joint. I was like, Underrated, such filthy language.
Excellent.
I felt like Craig and Friday. You can't talk to them old ass ladies like that. That's somebody grandmama, fool.
My grandma would have heard Underrated say that. She was like, he got a potty mouth.
Like, oh my gosh, somebody needs to wash his mouth out with soap. Oh man, it is what it is, man. Let me get up out of here. I gotta get my Sunday going. I appreciate y'all for coming and rocking with me.
Thank you.
Tomorrow we definitely gonna get back to what we do. Even though it's quiet this week, we're gonna put some shit together. So Emmanuel Augustus this week, we were supposed to got into it about 3-4 Thursdays ago. That's gonna be the throwback Thursday. I know you said you wanted to be a part of it, Underrated. So Emmanuel Augustus, the Drunken Master, we're gonna finally get that out the way. We're gonna do that Thursday. So what you say, Bree?
No, you said Emmanuel Augustus. I thought you was about to say this man coming for an interview. I was about to say, hold on, Emmanuel Augustus, are you sure? No, I don't think you know. Emmanuel Augustus. I don't think you're gonna have an interview with Emmanuel Augustus, dog. I don't think that's gonna be possible.
Oh, you know what? I'll check y'all tomorrow, man. Smash the like button because I can't do this for free. It's Sunday and I don't have patience for it. 10:19 in the morning. I don't have patience for him. I can't do this, man. I'm gonna check y'all tomorrow, though. Appreciate y'all.
All right, peace.
Peace out.